Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now today we're going to be doing a bit of playing about with some things because that's what I'm doing. Because I got dressed to go up to town and hubby said no, it's too cold, and plus it was sprinkling rain, so that's it, I'm home. So I got myself some leaf shapes and some beads and some thread that goes through my very small needle, which was really cool. It wasn't that hard to thread at all. And I'm putting them around the outside of the bead with a blanket stitch, okay, of the leaf, because I'm going to jazzy it up, you know. Now, then you could use it to make a brooch out of, or you could still put it on your work, or you could have started out with something actually on your piece of work, like, well, I still haven't finished this, which I've been battling away with it a bit at a time, but, you know, you could always put it down, put them on once you've fastened the piece onto there, okay, onto something. But I'm going to I want to do this because I'm thinking about doing this big one. I reckon when I've finished, because it's going to have other bits in the middle of it, like, I haven't decided yet, and I've got it done, but I wanted to show you now this bit first to start with. Even that might go in the centre of it later. Just don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Do stitching around it and everything. So I've already started this, which I hope that's okay. Some people say they find it really hard to start off when they're doing a blanket stitch. Well, you need to don't hold your work that way. It won't work. It's too hard. Hold the thing that you're working on, and you're going to work down in here, right? So that the edge of your blanket stitch will go along that way. If you turn it up that way like that, it's really hard to start off, and your edge of your blanket stitch will come down in here instead of up there, okay? Now, I should have showed you what I did to start that off. I might just do this bit on here, and then I can undo it. Can I? Yes. No, hang on a minute. I shouldn't have started off that. I'm sorry, but I really wanted to get on with it. I was just being a bit impatient. Now I'll show you how to start this off. I've got a knot in it. I intend to disguise that later. I'm going to take that off there and cut it off and disguise it so you won't be able to see that. Okay, so you just come up through the back here, right? Now, you go back down pretty close to where you come out to start with. Right, so that gets you going for a start, and gets your piece of thread down the bottom here, okay? Do you understand? And then you go in the next one and round through here, and then you got your blanket stitch. See? You can't really come up through that. You'll go across here, and that will make it look wrong. So just do that, and we'll be right. Okay? So that's that bit. Now, back to this. I've got 3 on. So you want to put a bead on. Now you've got to find a bead. First, test your needle. Make sure the thread will go through the needle, which I was very surprised it did, and both lots I tried. I've got some really thin blue that worked, and I'm using this one here that I got from AliExpress in those packets. Even though it's a little bit thick, it works, and plus it's a good... you know, you can see it nice and bright. It's really nice. Now, these beads are not necessarily all the same size or whatever. I bought these at Spotlight in these boxes here. I think they cost me about, I don't think it was $12. I think they were a bit dearer than that. So make sure you pull your bead over onto there first. Go down in here and make your needle go straight, because you want, it doesn't matter, you might be going to put it on something, but you need to learn to make those 2 stitches the same length if you can. Like I said, I usually put my finger there and my thumb, so I know that I'm not going to, you know, so I'm coming in there and back at this bead. Now, when you get to this part, it will twist about and play it, and you want to make sure that your bead stays on that side, your thread there, see? Just move him over. Just make sure he stays over that way. Well, I can't hold these like I usually do, but if you go straight down, it should be the same. But if you don't pay attention and you go in like this, it won't be. See, it makes it littler. So it's just things that you learn after you know, doing this for so long. Put a bead on first, Sonya, before you go anywhere. Bead on first, then get down there straight. Aim straight through. Pull that up. I forgot to go under there, but I can do that now because that way I don't go through the thread. That way I'll make sure that the bead's that side of the loop, okay? That stitch might have been a little tiny bit bigger than others, but anyway, doesn't look too bad. Push that on there, go down in there. I'm not going to come up everywhere until I move the bead over and come that side of there, okay? It's just a little bit easier. Doesn't that look good? I like it. Straight down. So there's oops, bead first. Bead first. Bead first. Straight in there. And this has got to be, the bead's got to be the other side of the string of this bit. Okay? If you understand, it's got to make sure it stays over that way. Bead. That's good. That's pretty jazzy, isn't it? That's going to look really nice. I'm going to put that on there. I'm sure I must be going to do that. And then I can put something else. You know, I don't know if I'd go to... Oh, could do. Oh, wow. I could do that too. You never know. Do you? I'm sorry I don't have a lot of things finished to show you today, but one day I will, I promise. I'll have a lot finished to show you. That is going to look absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Maybe I can find a little one of those. I don't know yet. But that's my idea anyway. That's what I think I might like to do. And put one bead on. And then go down, straight down in there. Wasn't going to do much up the street today. Only get some shopping. There was something I had to go and get. I wonder what that was. There was something I was going out there for. Can't remember now. Couldn't have been too important. If I don't remember. Anyway, we've got enough food to last us a month in this house. We don't need to go anywhere. Just, you get so, sometimes you get sort of used to the same things and you like them, but it's okay. And then sometimes you buy different stuff but we've got plenty of nice food. We don't have to worry about it. The only bread and milk that we might run out of. But I still better put a bead on there. Still got to go up there get some water and things like that. Things that you got to buy fresh, some water and some fruit. I've got to get the only thing we get in the fruit line is the grapes and the mandarins, because Jeremy likes those. I can't eat citrus things. They make me feel really sick. I've always been like that though since when I was young. I never really eat a lot of them. I can remember a lot of citrus until one day, and then one day I was so ill after eating some, and they realised that I was allergic to it. There's vitamin C, that's handy, isn't it? But it doesn't matter. I'm good. Well, anybody would be. Really, sometimes it's very citrusy, isn't it? I do like that. Wow. It's going to take a minute, but we can do this. Got the timer on. I could maybe put it onto the other one and say something different round here, couldn't I, in a minute? If we come up and we get another idea, because I seen this idea somewhere on something that a lady put up there. She was putting hers on, I don't what it was now she was making. Can't remember. Anyway, she was doing it, and I thought, well, I like that idea. I might have a go at that. She wasn't doing it like I making the leaf. She was putting hers onto something that was already an item of some sort. I'm making the item as I go, aren't I, really? I need that to look okay, does it? Yeah, that's going around the corner good. That looks good. Yeah. And these beads are good. I can't tell you what size they are. All I know is they're a little bit bigger than the tiny ones I usually use. Push that across there. Hope you can see what I'm doing here. Oh dear. Not again with the camera moving. I'm going to have to get something. I'll have to get my support person onto that. My technical support person onto this camera. That piece has come out of there. No wonder it's... Hang on a minute, please excuse me just a second while I put something down in the edge of this thing here to stop it from moving on me. I don't know if it has, but I feel like I've lost control. It's a bit better. Okay. And I found it's not the seat of my chair that's squeaking, it's the bit that under the bottom that spins me, that you spin round on. It's what's making that squeaking noise. I think Hubby might have sprayed the wrong bit because I didn't realise it wasn't the chair, you know. And these are going to be really on there perfect, I guess, because you're only using the width of the bead to make your stitch, you know. Down there. Get that round there. We got him. So I hope everybody's putting their name down to go into the draw to win the parcel. You know, like a comment on the videos. I'll use one of the videos to spin around your name or whatever. There's a name spinning around thing that you can do, and there's a number one. And I'm going to have to practice on it later because I'm not going to be able to figure out how to do it on Monday because I'm going to draw it on Monday. Then I'm having another one on in July because that'll be my 10 years anniversary that I've been on here. I'm sure it was in July that I started 10 years ago, so I'm going to do another one. Hopefully I can do a little bit bigger one, and it will be I'll just get a random video for that. So don't know whether I might do two, because I might do one with paper stuff in it and one with sewing stuff in it. Isn't this going to look jazzy? I think it will. I think it'll look really jazzy. I wonder what it'll be. It must have to be something that you could wear, eh? You know, it'll have to be a nice big brooch or a thing for around your neck or something. Doesn't that look good? Oh, isn't that delicious? Could say the big bright green, I suppose I could, but it's no good having something like this if you can't see it. You know, you want to be able to see you coming. Ah dear, these have got no hole. That one's got a hole. That one's got no hole, and that one's crooked. We better not use them too. We'll put them in the bin. I have a habit of putting them back in the box, and I shouldn't do that because they ain't going to work next time either, are they? Sorry about the language. That's not good, is it? Me words. Okay. A couple of you ladies have said to me in the past that you feel like you're talking to a friend. Well, I feel like that too. When I'm sitting here talking to you people, I think, well, these are all my friends out there that I'm speaking to, that I'm just having a bit of a sew with, you know. We have a good, a lot of people here that come along and we do some sewing, and it's really nice. Some sewing or some sort of something or other, putting a few beads on something or whatever we do. Yeah, so it's all good. Wrong way. It's got to go over the other way. You've gone and caught the thing. No, that's right. Is that right? Yes. Good. We'll do some different things on the inside of it, eh? Got plenty of time, so if you don't mind, we're going to work along with this, see what we can do. I thought I would start it and do it myself and then show you, but I thought, why don't I just show you what I'm doing? It's easier for me to actually do the thing because I end up with so much stuff making everything, so I just, I've got a few things there I've got to put up on Etsy. I've been fiddling around. I haven't been fiddling around. I've been doing stuff and I just haven't got to putting them up yet. I've got the video of them done. I don't know. Just sometimes you got to feel it. You got to be in the mood, don't you? You got to feel like what you want to do before you can do it. And I didn't know what I was going to do today. I had a bit of an idea because I thought I'd like to try this. And you didn't pick that up, so we're going to just go and lift that. We don't have to panic about it, okay? Just nobody panic. Oh, look at that. Oh, do you really like this? Oh, this is something. You girls out there doing all that sewing, can you show me some of that on our group? We haven't put anything up on the group now for a little while. How about we put some more stuff up on the group? Girls, start stitching away now, that's the way. Anyway, just show us halfway what you're making. You don't have to show it till it's finished. You can do a process like this is what I've done so far and I'm going to, show you when it's finished or something like that. I put up a few of my videos that I've made. I suppose I should put up a few of my other pictures and that too. But, yeah, so if you've got something that you're working on, just put that up and share it. Share it with us. I don't mind that at all. You don't have to have a finished thing. You can just put it up and talk about what you're making or something like that. So we have a lot of stuff on there that people have made, and I suppose you've got to get more done before you can put more up. But still, we can do what we're working on. We can. I don't know what size needle it is, but it's a beauty. It's a really good one. Because so the thread went through really good. It all worked really well, so I was really pleased with that because I thought I'm going to have to see if I can find something that'll work in there, and this does. And I've got those ones a bit wonky. Yeah, a couple more of these. So it'd be nice to see more of your work. It doesn't matter whether we're including in the stitchery. There's included in that group is going to be crochet and knitting as well. I've already said that, and beading is all to do with needle and thread to me. I don't know, some sort of needles and threads. And there, it's and there's so many people. There's about 450, I think, people who have joined the group. So that's really good. Really nice to have you all there, but we need to put up a little few more bits and pieces to look at, okay? I mean, people can go and have a look at what's already there, but there's also be more coming along, wouldn't there, really? I've got, I've got a lot of things in the plan. I'm working on a lot of stuff. Now I picked this because of the size of it, because I thought it would be big enough to do this, because I think a little one, if you had something small that you were going to do it around, you'd have to have that onto a piece of work already, I think. Like one of them other ones I was just showing you earlier. If you want to put it around the edge of it. I'm going to run out of thread, and that doesn't impress me at all. I don't know if the people on, if some of you people I know on here that watch me are on the Facebook thing. If you want to join my Facebook page, just go over there and, you know, just put a thing in to join, and I will say yes. I don't mind if you put a video up on something that you're making either. If like, share that with people. If you have a YouTube channel and you want to put something on there to show people what you're making, because it's good to have places to show people your work and, you know, get out there in the world. It's not easy for people to find everybody. It isn't. It can prove a little bit hard to get known. And I've had a few people put up requests to put something up there that they don't even show me what it's about, so I don't think I won't approve anything like that. I can't do that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, what you're doing, but I just don't have the... If I don't know what the idea is, I can't do it, I'm sorry. We probably should have I was thinking about having a selling part in it if people wanted to do that, but we'd have to see, because it's a bit of a problem with different things with that. You've got to work out everything to money-wise and the shipping and all that sort of thing, and I don't know how to do that for you, so, you know, if anybody wants to sell things, I suppose. I wanted to make a shop on there, because my Etsy shops gets a lot of money if I sell anything. They get a lot. Okay, so take it up off the other end. Let's see what happens. Don't know. Now that doesn't look like that's ever going to fit through there. But I'll make it, I think. What do you reckon? Do you think I can get it to go? Maybe not. Oh, look at this. It worked for me before, real easy. It did. I promise you. Oh, goodness. I threaded the blue one, and I threaded that one. I think I got it. I think I do. Hang on. Nobody panic. Come on, it's going to split, I think. Trying to get it on there. This didn't happen before. This did not happen to before. I got it. This is the one I want to put the knot in. You could use a machine, like a sewing machine thread if you wanted to, that's a lot thinner. Doesn't matter what you use, but the only thing is you want it to be able to be seen. You know, because this orange one, you can not miss that at all. Now I'm going to come up through the back here, behind that bit. I'll leave the little tail. It won't matter much about the tail, I don't think, because now I'm thinking I'm putting it behind something else anyway, and this is going on top of the other one. Excuse me. This will go on top of this one here, so it won't matter what's in the background of it, alright? Because that's what I'm going to do with it. We're still going along, so that's good. We've still got a little bit of time to go before we do a bit more on it. I'm going to put it... I don't know whether it would have been... I don't think it would have been easy to put it on on this while it was fastened to that other bit of leaf. Could have been, but you would have had to go through both of them, both layers of the leaf. This is the pointier end here, I think. It's the pointier end. Excuse me, I just have to fix my eye. Looks a bit bad out there today. Peep it out the window, it doesn't look very nice at all. I suppose it's winter in a few days anyway here. We're still in the autumn, but it's going to be winter. I think a couple of days ago it was 17 degrees, which was really good. But now it's gone down to 13 or something. Makes a big difference. Doesn't seem like much, but it does make a difference. And if it's the wind's blowing, that makes it even worse because it makes you colder. If there's sun, that's good, but there's none of that out there today. No sun today. Down through there. Bead. Them ones are starting to look a bit weird. Make sure we got a good, fairly good shaped one. Is that right? Yeah. Hopefully with the amount of this that I've done today you'll be able to pick up a bit of it from parts of it, because if I'm out of the shot anywhere I'm sorry about that, but I think it should be right. Don't think I've wandered off again anywhere, and the camera should be sitting still, I hope. So I showed you my haul video the other day, probably yesterday, if you've seen it. There's still other things that I bought that I didn't put on there that I found this morning. Doesn't matter. That's enough. I thought, oh dear, I forgot to show. It doesn't matter though. Maybe I'll have to just put everything in a bag if I want to do another haul video. They don't get a lot of looks, the haul videos, which is really strange. Some people like to see what you bought, others are not interested, I suppose, because they can't get, especially anything you get second hand, yet they can't buy them, unless they've got them in their shops, wherever they live. Make sure you loop that round there. Now, do you think I'll get 2 or 1 more bead in? I need 1 more bead, and then I'll have to take one to the end, won't I? Finish that off there at the end of it. I don't know. This might be a bit tricky, this last bit. I just put 1 more bead in. It'll fit. Look at that. They're very good. And then I'll go down in... I should run around through there, shouldn't I? That'll be fun. That'll hold him all nice and straight and level, and even I'll just go around here with this. Since I've got plenty of thread here, might as well. This is not necessary, but I'm just doing it because just ending that off so it looks good. Don't bring that up too far, Sonya. You don't want it to go all puckery. Birds are out there busy. They must be having a bath in the rain. They must be having their little bath time, I suppose, in the rain. It must be back here where I started, surely. Yep, there it is. I go through that last one. There. Just end that off down in there. Righto. Now, I'm really wanting to put another leaf onto that, but I think I might have a smaller one here. Just let me have a look here for a minute. I do have that size, the yellow one. I was going to go through these and sort them out into sizes and that, but I thought, well, by the time I do that, and then I'm only going to fish from and, you know, chuck them all flying in all directions while I'm trying to get something out in a hurry. So I might as well just leave them all here in the box. I think there's... No, that one's not all there, the orange one. Maybe I could just put a different thing besides the leaf. Oh no, that's not... I've only got a few minutes left here before I want to turn that off. I do like that. Wow, that's a good colour, isn't it? I'll have to cut out some more of these. I wish I had another big... I wish I had one of those lost names. But I've got enough, I think. Although I could do with more leaf shapes or something. Because those thick things, I can't find any of them. The dies, the really thick ones that you put through your big shot with the... There's a nice pink one. There we go. We've got a few to have it, try and see what we can do with them. I like the pink one. I think he'd come off for some other bit, but that's okay. We can use him in something. But I do like this one here too. Wow, that looks gorgeous, doesn't it, though? Okay, so now we've got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. But I think I better fasten this one on here first to see how far we're going to go there. That's very pointy, isn't it? I might have to just take a tiny little bit off that. Sort of. Because coming around the corner, I don't know if I'm going to put beads on that at all. Now I've chopped that off. Wasn't good. This piece here I want to put on here. But I want to put it down like this here, what do you reckon? Put it down the end a bit. Don't want to muck that up. I think I like it like that. So it would make a really good brooch, wouldn't it? Really good brooch. Just looking, just sort of cutting a bit more off. Just doing a bit of looking, a little bit of cutting out. Okay. Now I have some more of this. No, it's not dark, not a colour that will show up too much. This will show up. We'll be able to see this. This is what I threaded in here before when I first started, so I'm going to put this piece back in. I'm trying to save some of my cottons. I keep throwing them all away. I don't want that needle. That's not going to work. This one, I'm not doing the beads this time, so I'll just do the blue. We need to do something fancy, don't we? Nice fancy stitches. You reckon? Come on, get in there. Okay, got a few minutes, and then I might have to continue on and do another part 2 for you. Hope you are interested in watching to see what the part 2 will be. Okay, I'm going to go now, and I'm coming back in a minute, and I'm going to do, well, the next day or whatever, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. So thank you for watching. Please leave a thumbs up, and don't forget to put a comment in so you can be in the draw for my July giveaway. Okay, so thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.